You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.
Bears fans, if the Chicago Bears actually did this, this would be absolutely massive. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I wasn't planning to actually do a podcast today on Keek on the Mic. As you guys can tell, I'm not in my normal studio. I'm in my car while on my lunch break at work. But I really wanted to come on here and discuss this with you guys because I've been hearing a lot about this over social media. And as we all know, it is smokescreen season for the NFL offseason. Everything you hear is not going to be true, which, quite frankly, most of the stuff you hear on social media in regard to the number one overall pick for the Chicago Bears, for the most part, will not be true. But I found a couple of things I saw on social media quite fascinating in regard to the Chicago Bears situation surrounding the number one overall pick. So let's go ahead and discuss it right here on today's podcast, right here on Keek on the Mic. First and foremost, there's a lot of rumblings that the Chicago Bears are going to draft Caleb Williams with the number one overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. And that means if Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears do go that direction, they do go that route, that means they would probably get rid of quarterback Justin Fields. Because, at the end of the day, I know I did a podcast the other day saying that maybe they would be able to keep both of them. I know that's what I think believe Ian Rappaport or Adam Schefter said, that they have discussed that option about drafting Caleb Williams and keeping Justin Fields. But we all know at the end of the day, that would be too much of a conflict. There's really no point in doing that. If you draft Caleb Williams at the number one overall pick, that means you believe that he's a generational talent. That means you believe that he is better than Justin Fields right now. So there's really no point in keeping quarterback Justin Fields if, in fact, you are going to draft Caleb Williams with the number one overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. But Bears fans, there has been a lot of rumbling saying the Pittsburgh Steelers are highly interested in quarterback Justin Fields if the Chicago Bears are in fact going to make him available via trade this offseason. And I know I even know that Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport came out the other day and said that Mike Tomlin is a big fan of Justin Fields, and he is actually keeping tabs of the Chicago Bears situation in regards to quarterback Justin Fields. And I know a lot of people are posting different compensations. A lot of people said the Bears could possibly get a second rounder or maybe a fourth rounder from the Pittsburgh Steelers. And some people are even indicating that the Bears may be able to get a first round pick from the Pittsburgh Steelers in a trade for quarterback Justin Fields. I know the Pittsburgh Steelers currently sit at number 20 overall. So personally, I could see a trade package maybe being like, we give them Justin Fields and maybe a second or third rounder, and we get the number 20 overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. That means the Chicago Bears would have 3 first-round picks in the 2024 NFL Draft at number 1, number 9, and number 20 overall. And to me, from there, I think if you do get the number 20 overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft from the Pittsburgh Steelers in a trade for Justin Fields, that gives us the option to maybe get a guy like Jackson Powers-Johnson, the center out of Oregon. You obviously take Caleb Williams at the number 1 overall pick. Then you could take a receiver or edge rusher at the number 9 overall pick. And then you could take Jackson Powers-Johnson at the number 20 overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. But overall, Bears fans, if we are going to get rid of quarterback Justin Fields, I feel like this would be a good spot for him. Obviously, Mike Tomlin is a great coach. Obviously, he's a defensive coach. But overall, he is a really, really good coach in the National Football League. And I think if Justin Fields does want to get a fresh start, I think joining the Pittsburgh Steelers would be a very good organization for him. And obviously, if the Pittsburgh Steelers are willing to give up a first round pick for Justin Fields, I think Ryan Poles and Chicago Bears should definitely explore that. Obviously, you guys all know how I feel about the whole situation. But at the end of the day, whatever is best for the Chicago Bears moving forward, I think that's what they should do. There's also another big thing that I want to talk about on today's episode of Keek on the Mic in regard to the number 1 overall pick. And this obviously revolves around the Chicago Bears also still getting rid of quarterback Justin Fields and drafting Caleb Williams at the number 1 overall spot. So in this instance, people are saying that, hey, maybe the New England Patriots would be interested in quarterback Justin Fields, right? So people are saying all over social media, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if this did happen, I think I would be all in on quarterback Caleb Williams coming to Chicago. So they're saying package Justin Fields, the number 9 overall pick, and then next year's the second round pick that you got from the Carolina Panthers, move up all the way to the number 3 overall pick with the New England Patriots, and then draft Marvin Harrison Jr. That means you would have Caleb Williams at number 1, and then you would give him a big-time weapon in Marvin Harrison Jr. at the number 3 overall in the 2024 NFL Draft. Bears fans, this would be absolutely game-changing to me. If you're able to get Caleb Williams, right, and everyone says that he's a generational prospect, that he is way better than Justin Fields, and then you bring in a guy like Marvin Harrison Jr., and obviously you pair him with DJ Moore, you still have Cole Kmet, you still have some other weapons on the offense side of the football as well. I think this would probably be the best case scenario. To me, is this a pipe dream so far? Absolutely. But if the New England Patriots were willing to make that trade, I think I would be all for it as a Bears fan. I think this would make the offense so dynamic. Having a guy like Caleb Williams and obviously adding a guy like Marvin Harrison Jr., you're able to move DJ Moore possibly in the slot. You know, DJ Moore was highly effective in the slot for the Chicago Bears this past season. So I think overall it would be a really good for the Chicago Bears offense if they were able to make this happen. I'm not sure if the New England Patriots would actually be interested in that. I'm pretty sure they're interested in a guy like Caleb Williams as well. Maybe they want Jaden Daniels. Maybe they want Drake May. Maybe they're not interested in Justin Fields. But if they are interested in Justin Fields, I think, to me, I would definitely explore that. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Keek, there is no way in hell this actually happens, right? Remember what the Houston Texans did in last year's draft. Obviously, they got their guy in CJ Stroud, and then they traded up to get their other guy in Will Anderson Jr. So it's always possible. And I think for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears, especially a team that, to me, I think has ambitions to make the playoffs as soon as next season, this would be a franchise-altering move for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. And I know Ryan Poles is not in the business of always trading up. He's always in the business of trading down and collecting draft capital. I think it's about time for Ryan Poles and Chicago Bears to be aggressive. So if this is actually a possibility, and if this is something that can actually happen for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears, why not make it happen, right? This would be huge. Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison Jr., DJ Moore, all on one offense would be absolutely electric. Of course, I love quarterback Justin Fields, but if New England really likes Justin Fields, right, and they don't, for some reason, want Jaden Daniels, or they're not comfortable with Drake May, I mean, they obviously know they're not going to get Caleb Williams, and they want a more experienced veteran in the National Football League, and they are interested in Justin Fields, Ryan Poles and Chicago Bears should absolutely explore this trade. So, Bears fans, obviously, once again, this is smokescreen season. This doesn't mean it's actually going to happen. So, overall, how do you guys feel about this? If this was actually a possibility, would you guys actually explore this if you guys were in Ryan Poles' position? Let me know down below in the comment section. But as always, Bears fans, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Keek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for our all-new Bears podcast right here on Keek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You've been listening to Keek on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.